Last part of when your professor is insanely obsessed with you and can do anything to make you his. Author point of view. Mr. John and Hein were sitting in living room when you and Jungkook reached home. Mr. John, mind explaining what you just did? You took a place next to Jungkook when he sat down. Jungkook, I did what I thought was right to do. That made his father let out a tiring sigh. Mr. John, you cannot force her. John, uncle, he did not force me. Is someone giving you wrong information? You said that looking at Hain, who raised her brow. Hain, you will regret choosing him, Jan. Jan, then I am ready to regret. But I will not leave him. I am not like you. Her jaw twisted while Jungkook smiled. Jan, even if you had issues with uncle, how can you leave your own son? Where was your maternal love? All years Jungkook spent in pain and loneliness was because of you. And still, here you are pretending to be good to me when you could not even save your child. Hain, shut up. While yelling, she stood, her eyes emitting flames. Jan, you shut up. Where have you been all these years? Why suddenly you are back to ruin your son's happiness? You know what? Just get rid of your mind and let others live in peace. You said all that with hate, and no one interrupted. Holding your hand, Jungkook stood. Hain's face was red due to insult, and she was waiting for Mr. Jian to say a word, who was sitting with his head hung low. Jungkook, Dad, kick this woman out of this house, and if you are too much in love with her, then I will leave and shift to farmhouse. He also left. Hain, they insulted me, and you were just hearing them. He stood, looking tired and exhausted, and walked out. You followed him in his room and sat on the bed with him. Jan, Jungkook? He pulled you closer and hummed. Jan, they are all against us. I did not want things like this. Jungkook, don't worry. Things will be better with time. His warm embrace was soothing your tired senses. Jan, Mom and Dad were hurt. Jungkook, we will talk with them once their anger will be gone. Will we really leave this house? Uncle would be so lonely. You looked at him when he separated. Jungkook, you are worried about everyone. And what about me, who is here, very near to you? You smiled when he pouted. John, oh, my baby. Jungkook, and you don't care for this poor baby. John, of course I do care. You opened for him. Then Jungkook, then talk only about us. You nodded obediently and he hugged. His babe was Hain was pitting all negativity against you and Jungkook. Mr. John, can you please stop? He said harshly. That was surprising to Hain, as he had never spoke that way to her. Hain, what? Mr. John, at least think before speaking. He is our son, and she is his love. She scoffed. He stood and faced her. Mr. John, I request you to leave this house, our lives. He said that while masking the pain in his words and eyes. Hain, are you really telling me to leave? Why would not she be shocked? He is the man who can do anything to cut her, and now, Mr. John, it's the time to think about my son. I cannot be more selfish than this. She parted her lips to speak, but he raised his hand, gesturing her to stay quiet. Mr. John, when you left me, I regretted that I could not love you the way you wanted, but you denied to accept the child who was innocent. What was his fault? She gulped a lump and hands infested. Mr. John, I still could not hate you and raised him alone. He became stubborn, aggressive, rude, because my love was unable to fill the space of yours. I am a failure as a lover and as a father too. He was not looking like a rich CEO, but a man full of regrets. Mr. John, then you came back. I started dreaming that we can live as a family, but you only gave him more pain. You are still not ready to embrace him the way Jan did, and I cannot snatch that only hope from his life. She rubbed away her tears while her features were tensed. Mr. John, please leave. Let him live. I don't want him to have a regretful life like me. Just go back. Waving his hand in the air, he was leaving the room in tiny steps. Hain was left alone. Her pride that this man can never ask her to leave was vanished. A wave of pain rose in her heart, but she suppressed it. Jungkook was making omelette while you were eating berries. Jan, here, catch it. You threw a berry towards him that he did not miss. Jan, oh, you really love food. Jungkook, I just love to eat. He said that while eyeing you from head to toe. Jan, don't start in the morning. Jungkook, what about night? You blushed, and to hide it, she moved away. That made him laugh. Jan, don't tease me, okay? He shifted the omelette in plate and was now frying the slices of bread. Jungkook, and when you tease me, that you pouted. You poured fresh juice in glasses. Jan, that is my style. You took place, and so did he. Jungkook, your style is dangerous for you. You gulped when he whispered, making his voice deeper. He stuffed the food in your mouth that was open. Jan, it's tasty. He also started eating. Hain stopped at the door. Her regret increased when she saw you two giggling. Hain, I am leaving. Her announcement made you two look at her. You stood, but he kept sitting. Jan, where? Hain, far, so that you people can enjoy well. There was no taunt or hate in her voice. A corner in your heart felt soft for her. Jan, if you accept us and you were speaking while taking a step towards her, but Jungkook held your hand. He was not looking at her, but his stiff jaw was telling that he was angry. Hain, will you not come with me to airport? He did not answer, nor did he spare her a look. She turned, moved, and did not stop. Jan, Jungkook, at least meet her. Jungkook, sit and finish the breakfast. He let go your hand and focused on his plate. Jan, she looked guilty. Why don't you? Pushing back the chair, he stood tall. Jungkook, don't fall in her trap. He was not showing, but he was angry. Maybe hurt too. You stared at his back when he was walking to his room. After an hour, you came in room. Jan, baby. He was laying on the bed, his eyes covered with his arm. You sat down near him. Jan, let's go out. Shopping or watch a movie? He removed his arm. Jan, hey, what are you crying? You leaned and you placed your palms on his face. Jungkook, I am fine. Sitting up, he rubbed his eyes. JK, now I am good. You are with me and it is perfect. Jan, I will always be with you. You pulled him out of the bed and forced him to get ready. After enjoying the whole day, you were tired. He entered in the house with you on his back. Jan, it was a long day. Jungkook, I told you that you will get tired. Shopping bags were hanging in your hands. He stopped. Jan, why you stopped? I ordered you to take me to our room. You said while pouting and jumped down when your eyes fell on your parents. Mr. John, come in dear, we were waiting for you. You stayed in trance as they were talking in a good mood. Jan, why are you people acting all good? Jungkook, Jan, what? I cannot forget how they treated you. Mr. John, they are giving you two a chance. Jan, I don't need their chance. Your father, I think my daughter is very angry right now. Or I came back to return back this ring. Jungkook took it from him. Sure, father. We have no objection over your choice. We just want you people to live happily. Was it a happy ending? Yes, it was. You were the happiest when your mother hugged you. They were talking about your marriage, and you were acting all shy. However, Jungkook knows very well that your insides must be screaming in excitement. Happy ending. Thanks for watching and love you all.